How we doing on this Friday afternoon, Ball Nation? This is Frank Rock. This is the House Foreign Sports Channel coming at you. Been on this last few, or not, I've not been breaking it, but been trying to keep you updated on the status of Nico Iamaleava this weekend. It's been the big topic around Tennessee football. Will he play? Will he not play? Well, there's some news come out this afternoon. Austin Price, VolQuest.com, put some stuff out there, and you may have seen that now, but if you have not, first, make sure you hit that like, the thumbs up. If you've not subscribed to the channel, I've noticed a lot of you comment a lot on here and hadn't subscribed. Hit that subscribe button as we keep growing on this channel. But just want to throw in real quick. But Austin Price, VolQuest.com, this afternoon, he did post, this was about 2 hours ago, actually said Nico is on the bus heading down I-75, heading to Athens. So that's got to be a good sign, because obviously if he's not on the bus, he's not going to play. My question was, if they knew he's going to be out, why take him and take up a roster spot? And I don't think I've seen some say what's called gamesmanship. No, it's not. It's, you don't waste a roster spot. You just don't, if he's not going to play, or if you know for sure he's not going to play. Now, is he through the concussion protocol? We don't know that as of yet. I don't think any local media, probably not even Thamel. And again, Thamel has some connections in the Tennessee admin and the AD. If you've noticed some of these big stories he's broken over the years, that shows you he has some connections in the AD. But to me and Austin Price, his quote was, everything tracks to Nico being on the field tomorrow night. So it sounds like he's been able to go through practices. Here's the thing of it. If he's on the field tomorrow night, it is because he has passed all the concussion protocol. He'll have to be cleared by the doctors and trainers tomorrow night. If not, he's not playing. Nobody else is going to decide that. This is not the 90s. This is not even, maybe a little later than that where, well, we'll just throw him out there anyway. Nope, this is not in that day and age. It's just not, guys, because coaches knowingly throw guys out there with head injuries. Their jobs, their livelihood is on the line. Doctors and trainers throw guys out there, say dudes are cleared when they're not clear. From a head perspective, they're done. They're going to be out of it, and probably their career in sports is over with at that point. That's how big of a deal this is. Some of you who've been through the trainings and such, or may have kids in it and know a bit about the trainings, you know what I'm talking about. If not, it is very serious. It is very strict. And, I've had some doubt that it's concussion because nobody said, they cannot say it. They cannot. It is HIPAA law that they cannot say anything. The coaches cannot say it. Obviously, Nico has not been interviewed. His parents have not been interviewed. None of them are going to come out and say it. And again, the coaching staff, they're not allowed per law to comment on that. If Nico does play tomorrow night, when the injury report comes out tonight, I expect he will still be listed as questionable. But and Dante Thornton, the same. I think that's the big two tomorrow to watch tomorrow night. And Tennessee, if Tennessee wants to go down to Georgia and win, I think they need both people. And I know some people say, well, we can win with Gaston Moore. And I think there is a path we can win with him. I just think the room for error is a little bit smaller. And who knows, maybe he gets in, and maybe we've been missing something this entire time with Gaston Moore. I've just not seen enough of him to have that confidence. And I am a firm believer a lot of times that, your backup, you go down, and it's nothing that I don't think Gaston Moore's a good football player or anything like that. He's probably knows the system better than Nico knows it, and they might be able to go at a faster pace with him as well. But Nico's the starter for a reason, and I have to roll with that. But if it is for some reason Gaston Moore, if Gaston Moore ends up playing tomorrow night, hey, I'll support him. I'll hope for the best for him as well. It's not really a doubt in his ability. It's just that it's an unknown. It's an unknown, and this is not the game you want to go in with an unknown, in my opinion, on it. But it sounds like things are potentially going in the right direction for Nico being able to play. But again, he'll have to pass numerous concussion protocols, and he's been tested all week on this. It was said earlier in the week he was out throwing with his pads on, probably no contact. They do that to test, will there be any symptoms come up when you have that weight on you when you're moving around and such. It is 100% per any local media. I've seen all the VolQuest mods discuss it. I've seen the 24/7 mods discuss it. Tony Basilio, first thing Saturday night after the game, said it's concussion related. Pete Thamel, who again, I know he's national. I know he's not around it. If you don't think Thamel has a source in the UTAD, you're wrong on that one. Just look at, again, the stories he's broken over the years. It is 100% concussion, but I don't think it's a serious concussion. I don't think it's one of those where he's going to be out for weeks. Even if he doesn't play tomorrow night, I'll be curious to see what they look at next week. I don't think it's 100% that he's playing yet, but I think based on everything we're reading, the fact that he is on the bus and going, I think that there's a good chance that we'll see Nico in the lineup tomorrow night. I don't expect to have a final decision on that until 90 minutes before the game tomorrow night. That's when the final injury report has to be released. And that, from my understanding of it, it's not a case of now you can just come up at game time when we're still wondering who it is. And all of a sudden you trot out whoever it is. 90 minutes before time, we'll know whether Nico and Dante Thornton are out or whether they are playing. Again, I do expect tonight when it releases again, you'll see questionable on the report. But this one, like Austin Price, VolQuest.com, it doesn't seem that there's been any setbacks. I don't know that anybody outside the coaching staff and the people around it, the trainers and stuff, would know that. But these local media, they still have sources within the program. And I think there's a good chance, better chance than I felt like there was earlier in the week, that Nico plays tomorrow night. Bottom line for Tennessee, they've got to go play pretty much mistake-free football tomorrow night. We can't let Carson Beck, Carson Beck coming into the season was projected as the number 1 overall pick. He's not looked like it. I think they put a lot on him this year, but we can't all of a sudden let him come up and look like the number 1 overall pick tomorrow night. Travis Etienne is out tomorrow night for Georgia. How does that affect their running game as well? Tennessee's defensive line needs to control that football game tomorrow night. If they do it, we're going to have a shot at it tomorrow night. If I'm Dylan Sampson, I've got a chip on my shoulder. Mel Kiper Jr. released his top 10 running backs. Dylan Sampson's not even in it for the draft. That's insane. That's insanity. If I'm Dylan Sampson, I see that. I'm going to prove a point tomorrow night. Tennessee, tomorrow night. Georgia, it's looking promising. It is looking promising, but at the same time, I don't think we'll know for sure until around 6 o'clock tomorrow night. If there's any kind of news, like major breaking news, I'll record something later on this evening with it. But I'm already predicting ahead of time it's going to be questionable for Nico, questionable for Thornton, and then we'll go from there tomorrow night. Regardless who the quarterback is, Tennessee, there is a path to victory. It's got to be mistake-free. Whoever it is, we got to support them. We'll get behind them and hope for the best tomorrow night. This is the House of Orange Sports Channel. Hit that thumbs up. Share out the content, if you will. If you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Lots of stuff coming on that. We're full-fledged into this with basketball, covering football, and then baseball. Baseball is our thing here. Lady Vols basketball as well. And we'll drop a Lady Vols video. I'm going to record it directly after this as Kim Caldwell and staff got another big commitment this afternoon. I'll record a video and release that in a bit. Have a great rest of your evening. Frank, House of Orange. Last but most certainly not least, go Vols.